Bonsoir et bienvenue sur la chaîne de Jarodoe pour un live d'un jeu qui va encore quitter le PS Plus Extra le 20 février prochain. Le précédent jeu avait déjà une patte graphique assez spéciale. Celui-là ne dérogera pas à la règle. Était un fiasco, les gens entendent ça vous c'était un échec retentissant. Les programmeurs ont commencé à ajouter des noms modiques. Merci.
Thomas was alone. Wow, a weird first thought to have.
Quelle étrange première pensée. Thomas et was the square, Thomas est un cube.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Bon, à mon avis, il va y avoir des obstacles et
okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some... A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing. This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down.
Le monde est en train de...
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but... might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him?
Le gars, il parle.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that. Had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with. Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
maintenant j'en ai mis 2. Alors, ça c'est malin.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Il n'y a plus que de la chute là, donc ça va aller. Oh là! Oui.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile. Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point. Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Oh, miracle, ça marche. Est-ce que ça va du checkpoint sur la chambre? Ah bah ouais, il y a les cartes. Oui.
John knew.
Wow,
He knew that
super.
this was his chance, a moment to shine. This was game day. This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway? John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch, to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he'd practiced in the mirror all these years.
Voilà. Bonsoir Soura. Merci d'être passé. Là, encore un jeu spécial. Hein. Ça, c'est pas un casse-tête comme les différents jeux que j'ai fait récemment. Ah, tiens.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Il est sur le PS Plus Extra, je pense que tu l'as. Trop près du mur, c'est pas possible. Batten Katos? Batten Kaitos? T'as vu quand t'as acheté le lot, t'as sûrement eu la mauvaise surprise de voir que le deuxième opus, qui est une préquelle, n'a absolument aucune traduction. Comme le jeu n'avait jamais été traduit, n'était jamais sorti en Europe, ils se sont pas cassés la nénette à faire une VF ou une version espagnole ou une version... Voilà. On vous balance la compile. Ouais. Ouais, je sais, mais regarde, la dernière trilogie S à tourner qui vient de sortir, un seul des trois opus était en VF à la base. Et là, les trois le sont. Une fois qu'ils font un effort. C'est pas assez grand, mon vieux. Hein. Tout petit. C'est cool d'avance.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The angry orange one was less immediately likable,
Ah,
but
c'est
his
génial,
unremitting
il n'y a pas
cynicism
de...
and tutting amused John.
Bah, ça va quand même, septembre, c'est pas demain, hein. On vient à peine de rentrer dans le deuxième mois de l'année. Puis d'ici septembre, il y a tellement de choses qui peuvent arriver. Les JO seront finis. Ah oui, ah oui. Ah bah voilà. Là, c'est possible. Donc, ils essaient d'essayer de rentrer, sinon il n'y a pas jamais. Il faut même le plus grand des trois, parce que sinon, j'en ai plus. Oh, super. Un coffret avec les deux. Ah, là, c'est bon. Ah ouais, ça pique un peu quand même. Ah oui, oui, c'est vrai. Voilà.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph. Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Non, non, ça c'est bien.
So, this was how Claire would die. She knew it would happen eventually.
Bonne nuit, également.
She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised she had superpowers.
Ah.
She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
Ah ouais, cool. Forward.
All right. Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you. Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible.
D'accord.
Claire was rubbish.
Ah bah bah, je peux. Alors. En même temps que toi et toi.
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Ah ouais, d'accord.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. A sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
Blondine. bah oui, ça va, oui, ça va. Bien la vidéo sur le parc
The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture.
Mario, enfin Mario
Claire
Kart.
wondered why the world made it so difficult.
Ah oui, c'est vrai. On peut pas. Qu'est-ce que c'est pas là? Ah, on peut pas se déplacer avec ça. Il faut qu'il s'est pas posé, franchement. Ouais, ça ne tombe pas. Beaucoup plus simple pour lui de sauter par-dessus.
Claire probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
Ah ouais, non, il y a un problème. Ça c'est pas pour aussi. Ah voilà. Ah, super.
Wait, where had Chris gone? Was he off somewhere? Plotting Claire's downfall? If Claire was honest, and she had to be because she was a superhero, this was a troubling turn of events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
Tout le monde descend. Et les passagers qui veulent aller de l'autre côté sont priés d'embarquer. Ah bon, ça fait pas une fois. Ah bon.
Moving platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse.
Ouais, c'est bien, d'accord. Je disais que je sais pas nager. Tom est tout seul, tu comptes. Tom pas tout seul, il est mal accompagné. D'accord. Je vais faire n'importe quoi. Un jeu de réflexion avec des cubes, ça parle beaucoup, mais j'ai même pas le loisir de lire les dialogues, c'est bien.
They were doing really well. Claire hoped she could get them all across. John was fully aware he could do this alone. Thomas hoped he'd never have to.
C'est haut. Ah voilà. Le but c'est d'amener les formes dans des formes vides, si ça veut dire. Là par contre c'est des pics, ça c'est nouveau.
Claire was alone, which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save.
Well,
being the only superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object.
ooh.
Spikes? That was new. Claire avoided them. She decided they were most likely her kryptonite. Not the rubbish red kryptonite either, the proper radioactive green stuff.
Wow, même si j'en sais. Ouais. Tout droit sans toucher au pic, c'est pas important. Voilà. Il va falloir faire
The world was repeating.
3 fois le
And this time
même
Thomas
niveau.
was here.
Non, en
Claire
rajoutant.
felt something had gone wrong. There was a disturbance in the force. Something had altered the matrix.
Non, je
The
sais
world
pas.
was reacting to their progress. It was amassing its forces.
C'est même.
It was plotting against them.
C'est compensé sans doute.
Claire
Si,
finally
un peu
had a nemesis.
Oh. Ah, ah, bah voilà, sans doute c'est ça le checkpoint. Ah oui, d'accord, il est plus rapide que tout à l'heure, le truc à but là. Oula. Comment ça va poindre un peu de difficulté, disons. Super. Troisième étape, une étape, le même niveau avec un jaune. Oh, super cool. J'ai adoré la troisième version. Ah non, ça va. Ah, c'est y est, on est dans le troisième monde. Là.
Laura was pleased this one was behind a wall. Maybe he'd never know what she could do. Maybe they could just have a conversation. Hang out. As long as he didn't find out what she could do, which would never happen so long as they stayed separate. Laura didn't have time to worry about the ominous pixel cloud. It had been following her for some time, and it had kept itself to itself until now. More important...
Il doit rebondir ce machin.
As the square, who had shyly introduced himself as Chris, bounced to top Laura, she began to worry that he was just using her like all the others had. They'd all bounced too, and then they'd disappeared when her back was turned.
Pas du tout de... Il permet aux autres de rebondir, mais
only the ominous pixel cloud ever remained.
Question sauve.
A little bigger and a little less hungry with every disappearing friend. With every bounce, Laura found herself less and less irritated by Chris. She started to miss him when he wasn't there, on another platform or something.
Ah ouais, d'accord.
She'd wonder what he was up to. Was he missing her? He wasn't saying very much.
Voilà.
Chris was in love. She was perfect. He had to tell her so. At some point, he would definitely tell her. Probably best to wait for a moment the large, ominous pixel cloud wasn't about, though. Yeah, probably best to wait.
Voilà. Oh, c'est pareil. Ça là, je m'attendais pour. Yeah, je me dis aussi. Voilà. Ça va être beaucoup plus simple que si j'avais essayé de passer en gardant sur mon dos. Ah, d'accord.
Chris was massively disappointed to run into the gang again. He'd enjoyed the alone time with his new girlfriend.
Ah, d'accord. Ah, l'eau rouge peut passer.
To refer to Laura as his girlfriend? Only if I say it out loud, he told himself. He didn't want to scare her off. Ah, super, j'ai fait une connerie. Ah non. Ah, on peut. Chris was massively disappointed to run into the gang again. He'd enjoyed the alone time with his new girlfriend. Was it too early to refer to Laura as his girlfriend? Only if I say it out loud, he told himself. He didn't want to scare her off. The others seemed suspicious of Laura and the eager-looking pixel cloud of death which seemed to be watching her. Sure, they'd use her inherent bounciness to reach slightly higher jump points, but they wouldn't strike up a conversation with her. Chris found them rude. Rude? And always there.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Ouais, Merci DJ Med. Ouais, comment ça va? Bon, je vais te faire un petit peu sinon. Ça, ils n'ont pas été assez tordus pour les refermer au fur et à mesure. Une fois que j'aurai... Là, c'est réglé. Là, c'est une aussi. Boum. Voilà, ça va. Ici, voilà, ça on l'a mis. Et voilà.
The others wouldn't drop it. Who's that cloud guy? Why is he following us? What's that rumbling hungry sound he keeps making? Chris, can we just leave Laura behind?
Bien savoir ce que c'est. Ah, voilà, on dit que c'est à ramasser ça.
Rude.
Non, alors il passe comment? coup là, ouais, ça va. S'il va jusque là, ça va aller. Là, s'occuper du plat maintenant. Ah ouais, ça serait bien là, ce crétin. Pomme, ça marche plutôt bien. Peut-être. Ah bah, oh punaise. Euh, D'accord.
Laura liked her new gang. She liked Chris. She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before.
Ah ouais, je me disais aussi. Ah bah super le juste milieu toi. Il y en a un qui se noie, tout le monde se noie, bah dis donc.
Laura liked her new gang. She
Ouais,
liked
on appuie
Chris.
pas sur le bouton.
She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before.
Voilà, j'aurais dû me jeter, ça allait pas. Non, là c'est bien vache. On va recommencer pour si peu.
Laura liked her new gang. She liked Chris. She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before. On a tapé pas dessus pour l'instant. Bonsoir Ernesto. Ah ben, il a noyé cet idiot. Laura liked her new gang. She liked Chris. She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before.
Oui, ça va bien. Enfin, je sais pas combien il y a de niveaux dans ce jeu-là, mais ça avance plutôt bien. Voilà, c'est quand même tout à l'heure, je comprends pas du tout ce qui est passé. Non. Voilà. Ah, enfin. On va lui donner ça. Oh là.
The pixel cloud was getting closer. It was spending more and more time hovering around.
Un interrupteur.
I could tell it was making the others uncomfortable.
Bah heureusement parce que j'étais en train de me dire comment j'allais. Ah, le rouge, il peut peut-être faire ça tout seul, c'est vrai. Oh. Ok, là, c'est normal, c'est toi. Ah, ça va, c'est pas trop grave. J'ai intérêt à écarter un peu le rose. Voilà. Bon, il fait ce qu'il veut. Ouf.
Thomas did not like the cloud. He'd long since stopped listing his observations, but he instinctively observed that this thing was bad. And he'd been right about the water.
Bon, ça fait 1h20 de live, je vais arrêter. Et je vous souhaite une bonne soirée. On va juste jeter un petit coup d'œil au menu. Eh ben, je crois que j'ai fait presque la moitié du jeu. Et comme vous voyez, il reste 5 niveaux à déverrouiller. Merci et bonne soirée. Bon. 1h19.